it's Lynn, and welcome back to my channel, Nourish Your Crown, where we share information, resources, and encouragement to support you on your hair journey. So today we're going to have a little bit of fun. If you have been around at all, any of the videos at all, you know that this channel is dedicated to supporting women that are dealing with alopecia, CCCA, because that's what I was diagnosed with. And as I started learning and going on this journey, I thought it'd be helpful to share what I'm learning with others. And so one of the things that we know about this journey, actually a few of the things that we know about this journey, is that it can be tough. It can be discouraging. It can be disappointing. You might make 2 steps forward and then you feel like you take 10 steps back. It's hard not understanding sometimes what are root causes. Medications sometimes work, they don't work. There's just a ton of things that bring with it a lot of challenges. And at the same time, like, I'm convinced, having been on this journey with a formal diagnosis for a couple of years, that there are also good things, right? That God gives us the ability to embrace His goodness in a lot of ways. And so today we're going to have some fun learning about some new things. To me, they're not new on the internet or on the interwebs. They're just fairly new in terms of things that I've been adding to my regimen from a wellness perspective that have really, I think, been helping and working. And then also we're going to have a couple of giveaways. So I'm really excited about that part. So make sure you stick around for that. So we're going to have giveaways, a couple of giveaways. And then also, y'all, I love a good blooper reel. I kept a couple of the blooper reels and you get to see the realness behind what it looks like when I'm trying to record these videos and how I trip my way around my words often. But anyway, if you want a good laugh, stick around to the end and watch the blooper reel and have some fun. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about 5 or 6 things that are what I would call some good things. I am so hesitant to bring up supplements because, y'all, sometimes it's like, I know we want a quick fix sometimes, and supplements are not a quick fix. They are just what they are called. They're supplements. And at the same time, there are things that are out there that we're learning about more and more, just for our general health. And so this is one of those supplements that I learned about through one of my other videos, and I'll link it here. And you know, you've been here for a minute, you know I have notes, so I'll look down and look up just to make sure that I'm reading and sharing the right information. So the first thing up is Berberine. And so these are the 2 brands that I've been using. This one, and I'll link them all in the description box below. And then this one. And so Berberine, if you do any type of YouTube search, look for physicians. All the information that I'm sharing comes from physicians or research. So make sure you get your information from research as well. But one of the things I'm going to read actually tell you what Berberine does, and I'll tell you why I'm using it. So Berberine is for blood sugar metabolism, for cardiovascular, immune, and metabolic support. And it's been used in traditional medicine for centuries. And it's a herbal remedy for supporting blood sugar and cholesterols when you're already in a fairly healthy metabolism range, right? So this is not medication, but it is something that's designed to, an herbal supplement that supports blood sugar. Now, I'm not a diabetic and I'm not a pre-diabetic, but as I get older and I look at all my numbers and everything on a regular basis, and I'm actually due for some blood work soon. So it'll be interesting to see what the blood work says now that I've been taking this for the last 90 days, really. But anyway, I'm starting to see things creep up. And then there's also things, we know that sugar circulating in our systems is not great for us, regardless of whatever it is that we have. And so even if you're keeping a low added sugar, there's some people who have more impact, or it's impacting people in other ways. All that to say, I wanted to try something out because, number one, it also said something about weight loss. I'm also not necessarily looking for a quick weight loss fix, but one of the physicians that I saw says that they're calling Berberine like the new metformin or the new Ozempic. So why Berberine? I'm gonna make this short and sweet. there's a lot of research out about berberine, but one of the things that stood out to me the most, other than the blood sugar management, was that berberine activates AMPK. Lower activity of AMPK has been found to be involved in fibrosis, or that scarring side. That's what the research says. So then I did some research to find out if lower activity of AMPK actually causes some of that fibrosis, then that means we need to have the proper management of AMPK. So why am I using berberine? Number one, to help manage blood sugar. Berberine actually can activate AMPK naturally. And so there are a couple of other things that can activate AMPK naturally. And I will link to that article below as well. And that includes apple cider vinegar, green tea, curcumin or turmeric, and leafy greens and beans. Exercise can help do that. And so if you do it, again, like I said, if you do a YouTube search, you're going to see a ton of articles out now. A ton of videos out now about the benefits of berberine. As with everything, this is not a prescriptive video. This is a descriptive video. I'm telling you what's working for me so that you can do your own research and see what what might be interesting for you to explore if you're not already doing this. I'm in another CCCA Facebook group, and there are a couple of people in there. I think I've seen at least one or two that have also talked about how they're using berberine as well. And so I'll tell you how it's helping me for sure. I can tell you for sure because I test my blood sugars, and it's helping to reduce glucose levels. It's a mood booster. I'm not sure exactly how it does that, but it is a mood booster. And I think I've lost about 2 to 3 pounds. Now, we'll tell for real, because sometimes I lose the same 2 and 3 pounds every other week or so, but we'll see. And with anything, do not add this to your regimen until you talk to your doctor, because there are some interactions with certain medications. And so you really want to be sure that you're working with a physician before you add any of these supplements in. So the next good thing is actually something that you probably already have in your cabinet and you already are probably using, but it's apple cider vinegar. And I'm reading this book, The Glucose Revolution, because I watched all her interviews. And she talks about, again, sugar circulating in our body, glucose circulating in our bodies, and all of the damage that it does. And what I love about her is a realistic approach to managing it, right? And so she gives this book is about the life-changing power of balancing your blood sugar. And then she gives a ton, I think it's like 10 hacks that you can use to reduce your glucose. And it's not like a weight loss book, but the reason why this is important is, and why I'm saying apple cider vinegar, because it's one of the interventions that she recommends. And why apple cider vinegar is so good for helping to manage that is it has a compound called acetic acid, and that compound helps glucose to be released in the body more slowly, and our muscles uptaking it more quickly, which means there's less free flowing glucose in our body. And then according to this scientist, acetic acid tells our DNA to reprogram it so that our mitochondria burn more fat. That's all I needed to know, right? So the other reason why it's important to me is because we know that excess sugar, and I get it, the obvious response is stop eating sugar or excess sugar. And most of us are already probably doing that. And at the same time, too, we also, as we get older, still need to be even more preventative with some of the things that we're doing. One of the hacks that she says is to take a tablespoon and 8 ounces of water before your meals. And then I also saw another physician, Sugar MD, and he talks about taking at night. And I did this a couple times, and I promise you it worked for me. He said to take a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon, well, he said a half a thing of lemon juice. I didn't do a half a thing of lemon juice. I put some apple cider vinegar. As you can see, too, we're going through it in our house a lot. But to take a let me go back. A tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, some lemon juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice, a tea. So I use a Trader Joe's well-rested tea or chamomile tea, and then a dash of cinnamon. I also add lemon balm tea, and I slept so good. And his recommendation is to do this, you know, every night before bed. Again, check with your doctor, check with whatever medications you're on, but it's not super sweet. And don't put like a whole bunch of maple syrup and honey in it, because that's going to defeat the purposes. So it's not a sweet treat, but it is good for you. So the second good thing that I've been loving this summer is apple cider vinegar. Okay, so we got the Berberine, and this is the Berberine. And then we also have apple cider vinegar. The next thing I've been loving, y'all, is, and I don't know if you know her or not, but her name is Mignon Francois. And she wrote a book called Made from Scratch, and it's been recently released. And Mignon is an entrepreneur, and she took $5 and that she had to feed her family and turn that into a multi-million-dollar baking brand. With her faith in God and God's promise to feed the birds, she stepped out on faith, started making cupcakes to get her family out of debt. And so I'm early on in the book, but if you want some encouragement, if you want to hear about a woman who really stepped out on faith and she did it, I'm early in the book, but what I love about it is that, like, she just kept going, and she tells some really hard stuff. Like, she's been through some stuff, and she's sharing that in here. And she's sharing her story of climbing out of life's continuous upsets and struggles. And I think most of us on here, I know I can relate. Like, it feels like sometimes, when will it stop? And you want to keep going, and you need the encouragement to keep going. And this book will help do that. If you read the book, let me know. Leave a comment below. If you're interested in reading the book, let me know. Leave a comment below, because I feel like, especially for many of us, most of us on this channel are 30, 40, 50 and above. And there's so much we can learn from that in terms of where we are in our life, and maybe even where we want to go. Like, is it time to dream more? Is it time to dream big, right? And then how do you take that dream and turn it into some action steps? I am really interested in this book. I encourage you. This is one of my summer reads, so I encourage you to take a look if you're interested in reading that. You can also follow her, like, on Instagram and all the socials. Okay, and the last thing I want to share is this beautiful app called Pickup Lines. I follow this woman. Her name is Sadia. I love her videos. They are calm. They are beautiful. Her recipes, I have not had one recipe that I have not liked. And she's vegan. And so because I'm looking for more ways to use vegetables and non-dairy things that are also healthy. She's a registered dietitian, I think. And she has a really real world basic approach to food. And I'm not a vegan, but I really appreciate and value the non-dairy recipes, and she has a ton of them. And so this app is an app that has recipes, it has instructions, it has detailed photos. You can even get a grocery list. You can list your dietary preferences in there, and I think it's free for maybe 7 days, I think, and then there's like a $3.99 a month fee for it. But to me, it is completely worth it because I get to try out new things, and her stuff is just good, y'all. It's good and it's pretty. So check it out. It's called Pickup Lines, and enjoy. Okay, so now for the giveaways. I'm so excited. So the first giveaway, this gentleman reached out to me on via email, and the company is called My Two Brows, and they offer temporary eyebrow tattoos. So The founder of the company actually has alopecia universalis. I think it's the one where he does everything, eyebrows and everything. And he created this company that provides temporary eyebrow tattoos. And so when I think about when people reach out to me or companies reach out to me, I'm really thinking about, is this something that my audience could benefit from? And now I realize we are all at different stages in dealing with alopecia. Many of us still have our eyebrows, and so this wouldn't necessarily be for you, because you actually have to have no eyebrows to use this, or be willing to remove your eyebrows to use this. So this is a really unique tool for someone. But the eyebrows are designed to be temporary. So this is actually really good too if you don't have eyebrows and you're someone who's contemplating getting, I don't know what they call it, but where they do the permanent kind of eyebrows. This could be a really good in-between tool that you can use. And so they come in all types of, I'm going to open the package here. He has all types of colors. I went on the website. I read it in detail. There are a couple of women of color on there, so I wanted to see would it work with our melanation, and it looks like it does. And so if you don't have eyebrows and you're looking to replace your eyebrows with a temporary solution, this could be for you. I wasn't able to test them out just because I'm not in a position to remove my eyebrows, although they are kind of sparse. But what he's offering is a free pack. So I'm going to link it below. And so if you log onto his website, and it's free shipping in the US and in Canada, you can receive a free pack to test out. And so I'm hoping that this could be a benefit to somebody. So also what happens is he's going to give you a sample pack, and then you can test out what eyebrows work best for you. And then what they end up doing is sending you your custom size for future orders. So you'll always get the order that the size that works best for you. If you choose to purchase this product, while this is not a sponsored video, I may get a small commission if you choose to purchase it. And if you do choose to purchase it, please, please, please send me an email at lynn@rlynnepps.com and let me know what the product is like for you. Next up, this is a book called Yes You Can. It's a quick and easy guide to natural hair care. And I'm going to randomly pick someone to receive this book. So what you'll need to do is I want to hear from everybody. What gentle care practice or wellness routine has made the most impact on your hair journey and overall well-being? Whether it's the summer or for the last few years, what gentle hair care practice or wellness routine has been beneficial to you? So leave a comment below, share with us, because we can all learn from one another. And somebody's going to win a copy of this book. If I reach out to you, that means I'm going to need your email address, and I'm going to need your mailing address. So one person's going to get this book. And then the next giveaway is actually, we're going to do two books for this one. And this is the Nourish Your Crown Wellness Journal. Y'all have seen a video or two maybe about this. I'll link it here as well, about my morning routine and how I use this journal. But I would love to gift this journal to two of you on the channel here. So in order to be considered for this random drawing, I need you to leave a comment to share with us what are the gentle care practices that you're using to help your overall being this summer or for the last few weeks or so. Okay, I think that's it. Last up is the blooper reel. So I wanted to share a couple of bloopers. You have got to see these. There are so many, but I just picked a few. And so enjoy, live well, live blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. So actually, let's start with the different types of hair shafts the different types of hair shafts that I have. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, what are they called? The different types of hairs that I have. Hi, my name is Lynn, and welcome back to my channel, Nourish Your Crown, where we share resources, information, and support to help you on your hair journey.
information, resources, and encouragement.
Hi, my name is Lynn, and welcome back to my channel, Nourish Your Crown, where we share information, resources, and support to